Hi, my name is Alphia. I'm going to be your counselor today. We're going to meet and talk about some things. So, what's your name again?
Where Joseph?
Hi, Miss Joseph. It's nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Do you mind if I take notes as we talk?
That's fine.
Okay. So, what's up? Tell me what happened.
I guess lately I've been dealing with depression.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Depression is kind of broad. Can you narrow in a little bit?
I guess back in 2017 of April, I had lost my job, and at the time I did not know it was depression that I was dealing with. So, I feel like I was very, very vulnerable to when I was making decisions and I was doing things that I had no business doing. And it was a time where I felt like I didn't have nobody and nobody understood. Because when people saw me, they thought it was just like, okay, you don't go nowhere and stuff like that, but not really knowing that it was really bothering me, the fact that, okay, I'm not working, even though at the time I didn't have any bills, like big bills, but I know I still had car insurance and a child to take care of. And then when others see me and stuff like that, so it was, I guess God was trying to reveal to me that I wasn't trusting Him enough financially. And that's when I just felt like at the end of the day, it's like we say that I was saying that I trust God, but when my finance wasn't looking the way I wanted it to look, that's when I felt like, oh my God, I had to do it. So I guess dealing with the depression, that's when I felt like I started eating a lot. And then, because me growing up, like I was 112 when I was in high school. After I had my son, I still had a good weight on me and stuff like that. And going through the course of life, and people when they see me, they used to always be like, oh, you so big and stuff, are you pregnant and stuff like that. So when it's like, I did not know that it was affecting me. And so when it's like, I didn't know it was an addiction. And then the depression turned into me going to, like spending money I don't have to get shoes, to get clothes. And when I do get that, it's like I get the comfort in that, not knowing it was something I was dealing with, and nobody understood even when I even trying to talk to somebody. And I was the type of person that I kept everything inside. I didn't trust nobody. I dealt with trust issues as well, to a point where I just kept everything to myself. And I just feel like no person I could talk to about it because He understands. So now I just started my master's 2 weeks ago, and then I'm not working. And I really feel like it's what God want me to be, but at the same time, my mind start wondering, no, I need to work, because mind you, I moved back, I was in Orlando, and I moved down here to stay with my mom and my dad. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's a 3-bedroom home, it's like a total of, I want to say 10 people inside the house, so it's very crowded. Mm-hmm. So it's like, everybody's leaving, going to work, and stuff like that, and I'm trying to find a way to accept that this is where God want me to be, instead of me stop trying to think about what's the next job I could apply to and stuff like that, and how is it going to work. And the fact that back in December of 2017, I got into a car accident. I lost my car. So right now, I don't have a car or nothing like that. So it's like, I feel like 2 weeks ago, I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm going back to depression. But now, to a point, it's like, I'm like, okay, God, I feel like this depression is coming. To a point, it's like, I sleep a lot, or for some reason, ice. Whenever I feel a certain way, that's like my comfort now. Ice. I have to have a cup of ice. If I don't have that cup of ice, I just feel like my whole day. So I really feel like it's trying to sneak up on me, but I'm also praying about it, like it don't come out the way it affected me back in 2016. Okay. The first time.
Well, I hear you saying that you sometimes isolate, mm-hmm. and that you have some mania, mm-hmm. and the shopping, you say you don't have no money to purchase these items, so you have some manic episodes. I also see that number one, I want to focus on is that your trust issues, right. That your trust in God, so you feel like you're being tested by God, mm-hmm. So your faith, right. Is being tested. So exactly how do you feel about that specifically? Are you feel like you're passing the test? Because I see that you sound like you feel like a little bit inadequate, mm-hmm. about having no job and no family and no car. So relate that to the trust in God for me, so I can just get a clearer picture.
I guess now I could say that I'm really trusting. I could say as of today, after what happened on Friday, because just to go a little bit background of it is the fact that I have a storage in Orlando and it's due, and I was trying to figure out. And at first I said, God, my storage is due, and stuff like that. And then I went and go ahead and I have some money on the side of on another bank account. I transferred instead of me doing a withdrawal, I did a transfer, so it brought my account negative. So from there, when I called the public storage, and then all of a sudden it was like, as of September 6th, your storage fee has been paid. And I'm looking like, what's the last four number of the card? And the person was like, they'll verify the card. And I'm looking at my transaction through my phone and the app, and I'm like, I don't see that transaction nowhere. Then that's when at the right then it just hit me. God, you are a God of miracle. And you just want me to just trust you. And then by me coming to you and telling you, God, my public storage is due, and then not waiting enough to be like, you know what, okay, God, take care of it. I was so quick to, let me transfer this money. So it's like, he revealed that to me as well, even though I'm a God of miracle, but at the same time, you tend to always find a way to resolve it before you even let me do what I gotta do. So that's one thing he showed me. So I'm like, you know what, God, I get it now. I know it's not gonna be easy, but I'm trusting you to just, you know what, God, where I'm at right now is where you want me to be. And let me but I guess the trust issue started when I had a best friend ever since I was in middle school. When I first came from Haiti, we went to school together, and I never understood why me and her fell out the way we did. But throughout the courses of the years, God revealed to me this time I will take people out of your life, not because of, they don't want to talk to you anymore, but it's because what he was doing in me. So I could say right now, this year, this time of my life, I could be like, you know what, everybody that was in my life that's no longer there, that was God removing them and placing the right people in my life. So now I'm getting it now that, you know what, God, I'm trusting you, not only with some things, but with everything. After what happened, like after he revealed to me exactly what he revealed to me on Friday.
Okay, so it sounds like you have a pretty good handle on exactly what's going on with you and your trust issues. It seems like you're in a place where you're beginning to understand, and that you're feeling comforted. So that means you feel comfort. Okay, and back to the isolation. Okay, so you say your people are removed from your life, and that you mentioned wanting to sleep all the time. You mentioned wanting to be by yourself, and that people were thinking that you should get out more. So when you're isolated and when you're by yourself, is that when you reflect with God and you feel uncomfortable away from people?
Yes.
And the manic behavior, is it just in like buying things, or you find it in other areas as well?
Well, right now, that part I'm doing better now, because I get the fact that I don't have a job and I don't have the spending money. And it's like, okay, you know what, God, I think you're actually training me to actually, because I did this class for financial peace by Dave Ramsey, and it's like, I just feel like God is starting me from scratch. Like he's training me to be exactly how he wants me. So it's like now, the only thing I find comfort in, and instead of going shopping or buying shoes or whatever the case may be, is that ice. I turn to that ice. Like whatever it is, it's just, let me get that cup of ice. And so it's a good thing it's in that ice. It's not me spending money no more. So I guess that's a good thing in a way.
It sounds like, I can tell that you have a good handle on what is going on with you, and it also seems like you have the answers. So do you think that, or do you still feel a little like inadequate in that area? Because it sounds like to me that you basically know what to do with it. So, what's the issue is making you not sure of that? Because you sound sure.
I think the thing is, like, I don't even think it's depression anymore. I think it's more like self-doubt. I don't give myself enough credit. Like, I know what to do. God revealed to me exactly. I know, like you said, I'm not saying I got all the answers, but it's like, I know the steps I've been taking and it's been working, but it's like, sometimes I find myself doubting myself. And that voice just needs to hush it up, like that, so yeah.
I'm just gonna be forward with you. You do know that's the process, right? That's the process. All the steps that you're going through is to a better end, as you know. So the ice is comforting right now, but pretty soon you may not need the ice. So I want you to kind of look forward and in the future think how it would be without the ice, without the feeling of you need something for comfort. You understand what I'm saying? So just know that the space that you're in right now, That's a normal process, even the self-doubt. Because eventually, because I heard you're in class, right? You're in school. So as you progress in that and get closer to your goal, then you should feel a little bit more confident. So I just want to let you know that it is a process, and that next week, I want you to just look forward to you not needing a crutch, such as the ice or the shot. So I just want you to look and see how that feels. I'm not saying you have to do it, but just think about it and look forward to not having that comfort or that physical comfort, because it seems like you already have it on the inside. You just have to manifest it. Because I'm hearing that you not have the answers, but you know what you know. So I want you to just think about it and have confidence in that, and then think about not having that physical, because it seems like you're working through some things, and that's a good thing. So I want you to go forward, and I want you to feel confident and think about, tomorrow, the next day, when you don't have the ice. Just suppose you couldn't get the ice. So think of it that if I don't have the ice, then what am I going to do? You understand? So I want you just to work on the confidence, because you're there, you're right there. Okay? And you're right where you need to be, just like you said. Okay, and I think you're gonna be okay with it. So next week we're gonna talk about, the ice, which is your comfort piece. Okay. So thank you very much, and then I'll see you next week.
Thank you. Really, Miss Alphia?
No, because I thought it was over. I'm sorry. Can you?
You want me to end it now?
Yeah, I'm gonna recap. I'm gonna read from my notes a little bit. Okay. So the isolation that you talked about today, and then you with a whole bunch of family members, so I can halfway understand why you would kind of want to be quiet in a quiet space, alone. And then inadequacy with no job, but you're making strides. You set a goal. You're working on the goal. So I want you to focus on meeting the goal, because you're right. So you're working towards that. So just think about the feelings of inadequacy. How you could conquer that, because it seems like you're on the right track. And then the trust issues. It seems like you're trusting God more, because He's manifesting and bringing some things to your attention, and you see where He's moving in your life. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then also, you mentioned something about it being an addiction. So is it the food that was an addiction, or what was the addiction part?
The food.
The food.
Yes, I was very addicted to food. Like, I just felt like whenever I was feeling depressed or anything, whenever I eat, whatever it is, like, I just stuff myself, and that's where I feel like, okay, I'm feeling better.
Okay.
But it was actually doing something inside. Like, I was gaining weight. I didn't even notice that until I come across people who were like, bro, you gaining big, but people remember you small growing up, and now and it's like I have to tell myself now, like, at the end of the day, I know whose I am, and when God looked at me, you don't look at what size am I or nothing like, but it's like people don't know that it hurts when you say certain things, and it's just, if I allow people to say things like that to me, then I guess I will always, but I know that's only, you can control what people say, but it's all about, unless you know who you are in Christ and how He sees you, then that's what that's keeping me going.
Well, you say you're not confident, but you sound confident.
Yeah.
So you say you don't give yourself enough credit, but I think you should start giving yourself credit. And it's a matter of sometimes looking in the mirror and speak to yourself, Wardine, I am confident. Wardine, I don't need food for comfort. Just tell yourself, like, affirm some things positively within yourself. So I want you just to going forward until we meet again, which is next week, right? I want you to think about how it's going to be without the ice, which I can see you replace the ice with food. I mean, the food with ice, which is good. No calories. So I want you to think about that and look in the mirror and affirm yourself, with positive reinforcement. Because again, I just want to keep encouraging you, and I want you to recognize that you pretty much know where your issues are and how to fix them, or at least how work on. Okay, I trust in God. So, thank you so much for coming, and then I'll see you.
Thank you.